Hey there, everybody. What is going on? Today, we are going to walk through the process of setting up a professional email on Zoho's Forever Free plan, and we're going to connect your domain that you have registered at Namecheap. Now, if you have your domain name registered somewhere else, like a GoDaddy or Pork Bun, you'll have to go and it'll be a little bit different process. It will be similar, but it'll be different. And let's go ahead and dive in. Very first thing we want to do is go to zoho.com. We're going to click over here on email. And we're going to click on pricing. We're going to scroll down and then we're going to click on this Forever Free plan and we'll click on sign up now. Go ahead and enter your name, email address, and password. Now, this email address is going to be an email address. It's not going to be the email address that you're going to use. It's going to be one that you're going to use kind of like for all of your password resets and if you need to maybe multi-factor authentication. So in my case, I will be using one of my Gmail addresses as and you can use your mobile number if you wanted to, but I'm going to actually use my Gmail address and then I'll create a password and then we'll sign in. So let's do that right now and then we'll click on sign up. Now it's going to send a one-time password to the email that you just used and we'll enter that and then do a verify. And after verifying, it's going to bring you right into the configuration settings in Zoho Mail. So we want to add an existing domain. We will click on Add Now. And then here is where you will actually fill in your domain information. Again, this is a domain name that you are going to own and that you have registered with Namecheap, www.mydomain.com, my organization. Industry type, it's just your typical drop down, pick your industry and call it good. It really doesn't matter as far as industry type. So just pick whatever you want to use here and call it good. Okay. Once you've done that, you can click on add now. So we'll do that next. And then we'll go ahead and click on proceed to domain name verification. On the next screen, you're going to have some records. Now, on these records, you can either use a text record and or you can go and you can use what I would recommend is the CNAME record. I've just found that it's a lot more user-friendly if you use the CNAME record. So what you're going to do is once you've selected CNAME record, you'll go ahead and you're going to go to your Namecheap account and you're going to add these two records to your advanced DNS settings in the Namecheap account. So let's go do that next. All right, so now once you're logged into Namecheap, you're going to go to your domain list. Once on your domain list, you'll go to the website that you want to configure and you're going to click on Manage. And then you're going to click on Advanced DNS. Once you are in your Advanced DNS, you're going to scroll down and you're going to click on Add New Record. You're going to scroll down here and you're going to select CNAME record. This is where you're going to enter that name and the target from the other window. And here is the name. You'll literally just click on copy. You'll come back to your CNAME record here and you'll paste in. You can do Control V. And then you come back here to the value and you copy your value and you paste that into the target. Okay, once that's done, click on the green check mark to save changes. Or you could click on save all changes down below. So once that's done, it'll take a few minutes, but you can come back here and you can verify CNAME record. Sometimes it'll happen like within like 5 minutes. Other times it might take a little bit longer. So here's the deal. When I was doing the text record, I waited like 2.5 hours and it still didn't work. I knew right then, you know, even after like 15 minutes, I knew there was a problem. All things considered though, it should be relatively quick. So let's just go ahead and just for kicks, we'll go ahead and click on verify CNAME record. And right here, the DNS records may take a while depending on your time to live. Your TTL is time to live to get propagated and reflect in your domain. Hence, you may need to wait for a while after you've added the records and then you try again later. Okay, so we'll give it a few more minutes and see what happens. All right, and it was really within minutes it verified. So the next thing it's going to do is going to create your email address, your name at yourdomain.com, and then you would just click on create. And then it's going to go through and it's going to create that email address for you. And at that point, you're now in the configuration. Your email's already been configured and you're all set up to go from there. Now, I wouldn't stop from here. I would go ahead and walk through the other steps in the process. Right down here at the very bottom, you have back to hosting summary, and then you have proceed to set up groups. So let's go ahead and click on proceed to set up groups. And then here, I'm not going to do anything because again, I don't need any groups. So I'm just going to go to proceed to my DNS mapping. And then from here in your DNS mapping, I would go ahead and I would set up these MX records. And what you want to do is add each of these 3 MX records to your Namecheap advanced DNS settings, just like we did with that CNAME. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop back over to Namecheap and we'll add each of these records and then go from there. So in this case, we're going to go down to mail settings, and then over here in the drop down where it says email forwarding, if it doesn't have anything there, it might say no email service, but you want to go down to the drop down, click on the drop down and do custom MX. In here, it's going to give you the option to start entering MX records. If we go back and look what we had before, it was the @ for the host. And then the value for each of the names is going to be mx.zoho.com. Just click on that to copy. And then we'll go back over and we'll add that to each of these. And then priority was 10, 20, and 50. We're going to do save all changes. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to add these other 2 MX records. Same way we did it. Once that's done, we'll add the SPF record, which is going to be a text record. You'll click on view SPF value and copy that and paste it in. Then you'll go and do a new text record. And in that, you're going to copy this option here, paste that in, and then you'll copy this value here and paste it into the host, and then you'll be done. So now what we want to do is we want to click on verify all records. Now again, what this is saying is it could take anywhere from 30 minutes to 1 day. Typically, we're talking maybe 5 minutes to 10 minutes max. If it's taken more than that, something's going wrong as a general rule. Let's go ahead and just click on verify all records and we'll see what happens next. Okay, my MX records have already been verified. SPF record's been verified. The only thing it might take, and it's taking a little bit longer, is the DKIM. And that one, if I remember correctly, does take a while, and that's not a huge deal. Actually, it's already been done. All records have been verified. So I don't have to do an email migration. This is a brand new email address. So I will go ahead and just click on that. I'm not going to do any kind of data migration. I don't need to. Proceed to mobile setup. I don't need to do that either. And then proceed to setup completion and check your inbox. That is it. We're all set. You now have a professional email that has been configured to the Zoho Forever Free plan. And hopefully this is helpful for you. Have a great day.